Good morning. Did you ever catch a rabbit? Yeah, we have rabbits. You know how hard it is if you ever tried to. Yeah. We have rabbits and sometimes they dig themselves out and we know we have to catch them or they will be dead within a few days. Yeah, the fox will take them, you see. And it's not nice to do this to the animal because you can see the stress, right? And you try to get it into a corner somewhere and you have to catch it. And you see how stressed out the animal is. Now just imagine if this was a lion or maybe 10 lions. Yeah. And this is what some governments are trying to do right now. They are trying to push the people like animals into this corner. So that's why it's so important the following weeks, I think, to see what happens, what's going to happen with these people who are now pushed into the corner. Right? And maybe you think I'm exaggerating this, but I'm not. This is what's going on, you see. And this weekend is going to be very important. We will see protests all over the globe. And I will be watching especially Australia and France. Yes. Australia because the government is totally insane in Australia. Yeah. And they won't stop at nothing, you see. So they are really trying to get all these people into this corner right now. Yeah. And then we have France, where the people are actually rising up right now. Yeah. And we will see massive protests again. Yeah. Maybe you think I'm exaggerating. No. I will read you a quote from this guy. He's the Premier of Victoria in Australia. His name is Daniel Andrews. Yeah, I'm laughing because I know how you guys in Australia react to this name. Yeah, you don't like this guy, Daniel Andrews. I don't like him either. This guy is mad, totally mad, yes. Okay, so this is a quote from Daniel Andrews. We are not at the point where we need to be going door to door. We are not at a point where we need entire suburbs to come out and get tested. If we get to that stage, then we won't hesitate. I think we have shown, in fact I know we have shown that we are prepared to do what has to be done, popular or otherwise. See? And he's totally mad, this guy. Yes. Right. And then we have France. And I think we have reached this point in France where we can see this starting to tip over. Right? Because now the protesters are so many, right? And they are beginning to destroy things. Yes. They have destroyed 5 test centers, 15 jabbing centers, and 1 laboratory in the past few weeks. Okay. Here was a comment from the French health minister, Véran. He said, "In recent weeks, several of our professionals have been cowardly attacked for doing their job. To attack our health professionals is to attack the nation." Well, what are you doing then? Yeah, you health minister of France. Right? And then he says, "I'm prepared to listen to their fears and do everything to reassure them. But there comes a point when enough is enough." See? So you have the French government putting more and more pressure on the people to take the shot. And at the same time you have all these people rising up and they don't want to be trapped in the corner, you see? So France and Australia is going to be very interesting. And it's important to all of us. You know, the Swedish government, they are just cowards. They are idiots and cowards. They wouldn't dare to do anything like this like this guy Morrison is doing in Australia. No, no. And they are watching, you see. So maybe if Morrison in Australia succeeds in trapping the lions, then the Swedish government might try something like it, you see. This is how they work, yeah. But they wouldn't dare to do this. So they are watching all these leaders right now, like Trudeau and Jacinda Ardern in New Zealand, and Macron, everybody. They are watching. See, that's all they are doing. Yeah, I want to tell you this too. I read this in the New York Times. Only 27% of young black New Yorkers are fully jabbed. And they say that they don't trust the government with their health. Well, this is smart, of course. And, you know, I thought it was just Trump supporters. No, I didn't. But, you know, that's what they say, right? It's only Trump supporters who will not get the jab. And they will not wear the mask. Well, maybe they are Trump supporters, all these young black New Yorkers. I don't know. Yeah. And then there's this story, and I will share this video with you. It's just a minute long. It's from New South Wales in Australia, from this town Newcastle. And, you know, it's just amazing to watch this stuff. It's a shop, right? And this shop owner, and the door is closed, and somebody's knocking on the door, and it's a police officer. He doesn't wear the uniform, but it's a police officer. And when the guy understands that it's the police, he tries to shut the door again and lock it. The shop owner tries to shut it again. And then there's another one coming around the corner. And these two guys, the police officers, they force themselves into the shop. There's a struggle right there at the door. And then what happens? Well, they pull out this paper and they read from the paper, it's pathetic. And they tell the shop owner, you have to keep this shop closed. Yeah. All right. Be good.